What up, what up, what up, what up, YouTube? Welcome back to another major market breakdown. We have the Fed cutting rates, Baron Trump talking about selling Bitcoin, and Trump made a deal with China, so gold's probably gonna sell off. So we got a whole lot of moves we're gonna be able to make this week. So starting off with the dollar, this high that it made last week. May be the farthest it can go in this uptrend. Not farthest, but this high back here is a bit protected, so I don't think much bullishness outside of this little triangle you see here is going to be the case that we have. And we know, well, I can foresee that being the case because of the fact that seasonality puts a little bit of a damper on the dollar. Usually around this time of the year, the dollar starts to be in more of a sell trend, and then you got the Fed talking about cutting rates, and we already know what we already got one rate cut. We're looking at another, I think, 25 to 50 basis cut. I know the percentage went down a little bit this week. It was at like a 80% for the cut, then it went down to like a 60 something percent. Now it's like a 50 something. But we know they're gonna cut at least a little bit, whether that be the 50 basis point or the 25 basis point. One of them is gonna happen, and either way, it's gonna put a little bit of a damper on the dollar. So that's what is mainly driving the basis of a lot of the trades that I'm looking at and taking in this week and the coming weeks. And we've already actually gotten into a few trades. I'm in a little bit of drawdown for one position on euro, and then I'm in some profit on another. So last week, what was it? Let me go to this. Yeah, let me go down to the hourly so we can. So we made money on this run up and this run up, and then once if it's FOMC week, if there's going to be a bunch of news, there's going to be a bunch of moves. You can't predict them, so you always put your stop losses at break even or in profit. If you've been watching the channel a long time, then you've heard me say that a bunch of times. If news is coming, secure the trade. So we got taken out, we got knocked out pretty quickly in a lot of our positions. But one of my positions was just so close to where price stopped at. I had just kind of like let it sit there. So a little bit against my own advice, but I'm not too worried about it. I'll be looking for price to if we take any, we've already taken liquidity under this low and this low here. If we dip any further, it's just more of a discount buying opportunity. I'll be looking to take euro to the upside, looking like something along the lines of this. Technically we're already in a trade, but if you aren't in a trade yet, I would see if this low gets broken again, because it's with that little bit of room that the dollar has to move up. I think that this has that same amount of room to move down. So we just kind of open our time frame up a little bit more, and then once we get clear of this swing high and this basically resistance level. That's my son. He's saying what's up to everybody. Y'all say hey in the comments. I'll just be trailing my stop loss and profit once we clear these two levels here. Just trailing it with the levels that it gives me. It'll give me a pullback, and then once it moves away from that pullback, I'll throw it right up under that structure, something like that. Gold, we got a little bit of a buy on gold last week that I was looking for, and that's this move here. But at the end of the week, a trade deal was made with China, so we're likely gonna see some more downside on gold. I'm not gonna say it's gonna fall off from where it is right now. For seasonality's sake, it could buy up and try for all-time highs again. But I don't think it's gonna try for all-time highs again because everything's cooled off so much. So we may get a little push into some of these levels here, and then it's probably gonna come see about all these levels that we have down here. I think like 3,300 is not unreasonable for gold to go test out 3,400, something like that. And if 3,400 gets touched, I'm gonna be in buys, super buys, long-term buys right here, just because this trend is so well. And we can't just 100% trust Trump to keep everything calm for the rest of his presidency. So I can foresee this being a very good level to buy in, and I know there's a lot of long-term investors that are probably eyeing that same level as well. So yeah, definitely gonna be looking for bulls to come into play there. But I think bears are gonna prevail soon. Overall with gold, we'll see. I think this week is kind of a turning point kind of week. We'll see it probably price a little higher and then give some type of formation. We'll see some more easing, cooling in the tensions, or we may see some fruit come from the trade deal. More relations happen, and just more reason for gold to kind of cool off more. We see those signs, then we'll be selling gold. And then AUD chef. So with things going well with China, AUD being an asset that is supported by China doing well, we can see this break out and continue higher for an even longer buy. This has been a very good, this might be the trade of the year, honestly, with just how precise everything was. And we'll see, it might just keep going higher, and that'll definitely put it in that trade of the year candidate box. But I'd want to see a breakout of this level and then a retest, and then I'll be getting in and trying to take this higher. That's what I'll be looking for on AUD chef. But I do like it a lot. Let me just put a line there so we just kind of have it visualized. Doesn't have to be perfect. But yeah, basically a breakout of this level. I wanted to clear that. I want this to be cleared with like a good, solid couple of candles, and then come back, retest, and then take this higher. So really, I can honestly extend this and make it more so like that. I can really get rid of that because it's probably gonna test this actual level here. maybe. I'll probably get entries here, and here, just so I'm not missing it from trying to be too precise. Because that happens. That happens to me a lot. I'll miss an entry, a good entry, just because I was trying to be too perfect with the trade. Nasdaq. I want buys. I want buys on Nasdaq, and I am finally. It's finally gonna give me an opportunity to get in. I've been I saw, and you guys have been watching the videos. I saw entries, marked them, missed them, didn't take them. So it's just been me and Nasdaq just been going back and forth, arguing on the chart because she needs to let me in. So I would like price to come tap this area and then go higher. I'll take a very small buy. If this area fails, then I'll probably get back in here. And if I'm right, I don't think it would break below this level here. Finding your voice, huh, son? Oh, you just put applesauce on my back. Dang, son, it's all good. Baby food just kind of dries and goes away real fast, weirdly. Applesauce on my back though. But yeah, I'll be looking for to get a small entry here, and if it pans out well, I'll scale in with more, and then if it doesn't, and I'll be looking for entries here to take this higher. That's what I'll be looking at, and that's honestly the like I'm really looking at just made like that 80 chef trade, and then these few majors I'll be looking at, and then when everything gets in its actual like when everything gets in its area, I'm gonna come over here to the bird's eye tool, and I'm gonna type in whatever it is, and we're likely gonna get a momentum reading. So right now it's the weekend, market's closed, neutral momentum detected. Nothing's really going on. So anytime a trade gets into an area of interest, come over here to the bird's eye tool, check it out, and see what the momentum read is, because this thing is like crazy accurate and 100% free. So you guys go check it out on thebirdseyetool.com. Real easy, real simple, thebirdseyetool.com, and that'll be in the link in the description. You guys can use that for free. Download it. All you gotta do is save it to your home screen, and then boom, you can just have it at ease. It's like I said, completely free to use. You don't have to sign up or anything. Just go in and make money with it. So I made that so traders can have a good tool that's accurate to really aid in that execution factor. I know a lot of traders get good at analyzing, get good at marking up, but when it comes to taking the trade, they're like, I don't know when to actually hit the button, and this is one of those tools to help you do that. So make use of it. Like I said, save it to your home screen, and get the most out of it that you can. All right, I love y'all. Make sure you're kind to somebody today. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.